Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to see how to interact with Amazon SQS using AWS CLI. Before we get started, in the previous video, I have shown how to interact with Amazon SQS using AWS Management Console. In the same manner, we can use SQS through services and application by utilizing with the AWS CLI, that is command line interface, or an AWS SDK for a specific programming language. So I have already created a Cloud9 terminal, and in the previous video we have created an SQS queue as well. So let me first give a command to display the URL of our SQS queue. So how to get that? The CLI command is AWS space SQS space list queue. So this is the command to display the URL of our SQS queue. And also you can see the output is displayed in the JSON format. And also we can configure the output, and basically how we can get it, like we can use the fields like hyphen output, and even query option we can do it. So in the next command, like what I'm going to do is to display only the URLs alone. Like here you can see it, right? It is coming in the JSON format, the queue URL, and the value is coming as an HTTP URL. So I need only this URL. So I am going to use the same command, AWS SQS list queues. After that, I'm going to use a field called output and the field called query. Output and text, and I'm just going to query the thing called query URL. Sorry, I missed the text. Okay. And then I'm just giving the queue URL. So this is the command. So it is to show only the URL of the SQS. So here you can see only we are getting this URL. Why? Because we will be needing this URL to create or to send and receive the messages, which we have done in the previous video via AWS Management Console. So now I am going to store this particular queue URL in a variable so that I can use it when sending a message to the queue using send message command. Queue URL. This is a variable name, and I'm going to save it. So this will save the output of this into the variable called queue URL. Okay. Yeah, I have given a space, that is why it shows command not found. Now it will be saving in this variable called queue underscore URL. Now we have stored this queue URL in a shell variable. Now we will be sending a message to this queue. So the command is super simple. Like here we are given like to list the queue AWS SQS list queue, right? So the same thing, we are going to give AWS SQS send message and the queue URL, which we have given as a kind of a variable, right? So that variable I have given, and the message body I am giving it as I am an SQS message from the CLI. So I am giving enter, and now we got the MD5 of message body as well as message. Now I am going to the cloud management console, and I'm clicking on send and receive messages. So here we will be seeing as an empty. Now, as we have sent the messages right, we can see in two ways. One is from the management console itself. Like how we can see is I can click on poll for messages. So from the poll for messages, it will be polling whether any messages has been received or not. Here you can see our messages has been, our sent message has been received. I'm just going to click on this message and I'm clicking on view details. Here you can see the message body which I have given is I'm an SQS message from CLI, right? So from here, from the management console, you can click on view details or you can click on poll for messages to see it in here. But how to see in AWS CLI, right? The same command, instead of send message, we will be passing receive message. So I'm just using the same command so that you can understand. I'm just deleting the message body and I'm just replacing it with send with receive. Here you can see the message output, message ID and the receipt handle and the body of the message. This is the body of the message, right? I am an SQS message from the CLI. So our expected output, we have got it. And if I want to delete it, right? The same command, it's AWS SQS delete message. Instead of send and receive message, right? We can give delete hyphen message. And then here we can pass query URL and also the receipt handle. The receipt handle is there. This is the receipt handle. We can store it in a variable and we can pass it. So by doing that, we can easily delete the SQS queue as well. The SQS message, like with the message just sent it, right? If I want to delete this message from the management console, from here I can easily go ahead and set and I can delete it. But in the CLI, right? You can click on it here. Before that, I'm just using the command. Let me clear this so that you can see clearly. Yeah. So the same command I'm using. So instead of send receive, now I'm going to use a delete message. Delete, and then I need to give the receipt handle. So that is actually a unique thing, right? So that you can delete the specific message. So I'm just getting that. So here you can see the delete message command. Here we need to give the receipt handle, as I said. So you will be getting the receipt handle ID when you are receiving, when you are passing the command called receive message. So I just copy the receipt handle and just pasting it here. So here you can see the message has been successfully deleted. We can also check it from in here also as well. It will show 0 messages as we have deleted it, right? So it currently shows 0. Here you can see 0 receive per second. So in this video, we have seen how to create queues and how to send and receive with Amazon SQS by using the AWS CLI command. Thanks for watching this video.